Hello everybody. I forgot to turn on my camera before I started this. I am making the biscuit gravy that I normally make once a month. And I am using Jimmy Dean sausage from Costco. So I cut it in half and brown it. And then I take about half of it, put it aside, and as you can see, this has been cooking for a while, and this is sufficiently browned. I also added a teaspoon of the jalapeno pepper sauce. You can use any spice that you like, and if you don't want any spice, then just don't add it. I am ready to start adding in the flour, and I just use plain white flour for the next step. So I add in about a tablespoon at a time, and I'm going to stir it in, and we're going to let that start browning slowly. And about every minute I'm going to add another tablespoon of flour until I have about 6 tablespoons. So I'm going to do that step and then I'll be right back. So that's what it looks like after stirring in all the flour. So after the 6th tablespoon, I just let it brown for about 3 minutes and kept stirring. And now we want to put in approximately 1 cup of milk. Gently make sure all the bits are in the liquid. And we're going to put it on low, and we're going to let it come to a boil without touching it. And it's going to be tempting to touch it, but don't. Just let it come to a slow boil and simmer for about a minute. So it's been about a minute. And as you can see, most of those bits at the bottom are starting to unstick. So we're just going to gently stir. And this is going to get very, very thick. But do not add any more liquid yet. Okay, I'm going to put this down for a minute and finish stirring, and I will be right back. Alright, so now for the next step, you just let it cook on low. Well, let's say about medium low, and wait about a minute. And then starting from the edges, just lift and fold in. Lift and fold in. So that's what we're looking for. You want it to start browning. So you just go around. You lift and folds. And just spread it back out. Let it cook for another minute or two, and then we're going to do another lift and fold. And we're going to repeat that until most has browned. And don't worry that it's getting so thick. You just want to keep doing those lift and fold until we have most of it browned. So repeat that about 5 or 6 times, and then we'll be ready for the next step. Alright, so as you can see, it's mostly browned, and it is no longer sticking to my spoon, and that's another way you can tell. So we are ready for the next step now. So just get it all spread out as much as you can. And now we are ready for another cup of milk. Oh, and I should mention you can use milk and water, broth. It is up to you, whatever your preference is. About 1 cup of milk again. And we are just going to let that come to a boil on about medium low, and you can see it's starting to bubble up in some places. So we'll be back when it starts boiling through. Alright, we are ready for the next step. And all I'm doing now is creating openings for the milk. Get everything cut up into little pieces and make sure it's all soaked with the milk. And now we can start pressing it in. Make sure the milk soaks in all the way through. Alright, it's all mixed back in, and now you can add liquid and get it to the consistency that you like. Bring the liquid to a boil and you'll be all set. So I've added in some more liquid, and now I'm just going to stir until everything is mixed in. Just keep slowly stirring, get everything mixed in, and let it come to a final boil. So at this point, go ahead and taste your gravy. If you need to add salt or black pepper, go ahead and do that. And now that it's come to a boil, I'll just give it another minute or two and it is ready. And I'll show you how I store mine. So I am ready to get everything in jars, and I use single serving jars, half a pint. So we're going to get all the gravy in the jars, and then we'll let it sit and cool off. And once it's cool, then I will put it in the refrigerator or the freezer. And there we have it, 6 half pints of sausage gravy.